Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel QA Junction. In this video, you are going to learn the advanced features of Playwright that includes capturing screenshots, traces, and recording videos on every test execution. In addition to this, you will also learn the project level configurations, which will help you to execute your test cases on different devices like Android and iOS. You can also execute your test cases on different browsers at the same time. So let's begin. We already know that playwright.config.js is the heart of all Playwright because every project level configuration is done in this config.js file. As you can see, we gave reporters here, so after executing every test case, it will display the reports of HTML. So we are giving this use block here. Execution will be done in Chrome browser. I am going to introduce the keyword projects, which will help you to maintain the different browsers and devices in it. So you can create a separate config.js file, just copy and paste and change the name of that new config file because it will be easy to understand. Config.js. Alright, so here write down the keyword projects and open the array. Inside array, just open the curly braces and copy this use block inside the projects. So I am writing the name which is execute on Safari and I am pasting the use block here. So Safari browser will be available in Mac devices. So we need to give the browser name as webkit. That's it. And if you want to add the video recording, you can give video retain on failure. So why I am writing this retain on failure? Because after executing the test case, video will be getting recorded and that consumes a lot of memory. So this retain on failure helps to only record the videos of the failed test cases. So like this we can save our memory. Open new curly braces where give the name as execute on Chrome and you can copy paste this use block. Just make sure that you need to change the browser name because we are executing in the Chrome browser. That means we will use Chromium. And let's say you want to execute your test cases on iPhone 13. So give the name. So this name is nothing but it will give us the clarity in our test reports, which you can see by the end of the video. Execute on iPhone 13. Copy this and paste it. And we know that in iPhone 13 there will be a Safari browser, so we need to change the browser name as WebKit. Also need to give one more line here, which is devices iPhone 13, because we are going to execute the test cases in iPhone 13, right? That's the reason we need to give it. Let us also write down one more, which is for execute on Android. So give the same use block here. And here instead of iPhone 13 you can give Android devices. Here you can see these are all the Android devices. Let me give Samsung one. So we have all these Samsung devices in which we can execute. So I am selecting this. So here in one of the execution I am just writing this video as on because I need to show you in the reports that how the video will look like. This retain on failure will only record the video on the test cases which are failed. So that's the reason I kept this video as on because you can see that video is recorded. So in these projects, we have mentioned execute on Safari, Chrome, iPhone 13 with the help of devices and also Samsung device we mentioned which is of Android. So save it and let us execute. Open the terminal, npx playwright test and give the path of the test file. And here the main thing is you need to write hyphen hyphen config because we are going to use this different config file, right? We are not going to use this by default config file which Playwright gave us because we made a lot of changes. We made our personalized changes in our test.config.js. So that's the reason we need to use this keyword hyphen hyphen config space config file name. Hit enter. As you can see, running 4 tests using 4 workers, which means we gave the 4 different browsers, right? So it will complete our test cases and we can see everything in the reports detailedly. You can also see how many browsers it has opened. So this is something which is of
Where, sir?
mobile
How do
device. So here are our test reports where you can see the name which we gave in our config file. Execute on iPhone 13, execute on Chrome. That's the reason we give because it will clearly mention our test cases as executed on these particular platforms. So everything is passed except the special locator of Playwright on iPhone 13. Let's see that. And I think it is failing in this line. And you can also see the screenshot traces and there is also a video record. Let's click on that to see. So here it is failing. There is a 30-second video. You can see it detailedly. So these are our reports and you can also see especially the failed ones and you can see especially the passed ones. So I think I have gave the Safari video as on, right? So let me just open the Safari and you can see the video which is recorded. There is 23-second video and it will show you the full test case execution. So this is the advantage of projects where you can make the project level configuration. You can add n number of browsers and n number of devices. So if client asks you to execute your test cases on different browsers at the same time and they also want you to execute on different devices, so this is the solution which you can use. Thank you.